Hello students, I, Mrs. Madhvi Mhatre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. I hope all of you are doing well at home. We are studying chapter number 2, quadratic equations. Okay, so in quadratic equations, we have completed the chapter. Only the last question of this chapter is remaining from problem set. Okay, so let us see that word problem. Question number 15 here. Okay, so it's a star mark question. It is an important question, and since it's a star mark, it is going to come in question number 4. Okay, it's under the HOTS question. Okay, HOTS means what? High order thinking questions. Okay, so here let us read the question first and then decide. A tank fills completely in 2 hours if both the taps are open. If only one of the taps is open at the given time, the smaller tap takes 3 hours more than the larger one to fill the tank. How much time does each tap take to fill the tank completely? Okay. So, see here, one tap is smaller and one tap is larger. Obviously, the larger tap is going to take less time to fill the tank. Also, the time taken by the smaller tap is given in the form of the time taken by the larger tap. And we have to find the time taken by both the taps. Okay, separately. That if only one tap is open at a time, then how much time each tap is going to take. Okay. So, since the larger tap is going to take less time, we will take the time taken by the larger tap as x hours. Or we will write down, let the larger tap or the bigger tap requires x hours to fill the tank. From this, we can write down the time taken by the smaller tap. Or we can write down the smaller tap requires x plus 3 hours. See, why? Because the smaller tap takes 3 hours more. So, the smaller tap requires the time that is x plus 3 hours. Okay. Now, from this, we can find out the water filled by the tap in 1 hour. Okay, since it is taking x hours, then in 1 hour it is going to complete 1 upon x, that much part of the tank will be filled. Okay, and here in 1 hour if we want to find out, then that will be 1 upon x plus 3, and together they are filling the tank in 2 hours. Okay, so from the given condition, we can write down the equation directly like this. Don't write those statements that in 1 hour how much part the tank is going to fill, bigger tank is going to fill and smaller tap is going to fill. Don't write that. Directly you can write like this. See, this much part that is filled by the bigger part, bigger tap, and this much is by the smaller tap, because bigger tap is taking x hours and smaller tap is taking x plus 3. So in 1 hour this much water is filled. Okay, and the tank is filled completely in 2 hours. So in 1 hour half part will be filled. Okay, that this total hours we have to write in denominator. Always we have to write reciprocals of this to get the part that is filled in 1 hour. Okay, so everywhere reciprocal is taken. Here 1 upon x, here 1 upon x plus 3, and here 1 upon 2. Now we have to solve this, okay, to get the standard form of quadratic equation. So here you can go for cross multiplication like this. See here, 1 into x plus 3 is x plus 3 and 1 into x is x. So in numerator you will get x plus 3 plus x, and in the denominator we have to write product of both the denominators. Okay, so x inside the bracket x plus 3 and the right hand side as it is. This is the very first step which we are going to do. Always we are going for cross multiplication. So now here x plus x is going to be 2x. So in numerator we will get 2x plus 3. And in denominator when we open the bracket we will get x square plus 3x. And right hand side as it is. Okay, so what is our next step? 2x plus 3 upon x square plus 3x is equal to 1 upon 2. Okay, C. So we got this step. Now again we have to go for cross multiplication because we need the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So again we will cross multiply here. So 2 into 2x will be 4x and 2 into 3 will be 6. So here we will get 4x plus 6 on one side, and on other side we will get x square plus 3x because we are multiplying by 1. Okay, so no changes are going to be there. So we will get the two sides like this, x square plus 3x is equal to 4x plus 6. Okay, now let's shift these two terms on LHS. So what we will get, x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 6 is equal to 0. These both the terms, their signs will get changed when we shift them to left hand side. Now see, you will observe that these two are like terms, so we can add or subtract them. Here we need to subtract because their signs are opposite. So minus 4x plus 3x, here we are going to get minus x, and therefore the equation is x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we need to solve this by factorization method. Okay. So observe the last term. Last term is minus 6. So we have to think of two numbers whose multiplication is 6 and difference is 1. So very easy to find the numbers. 3 2s are 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. We got the numbers. Now we have to decide the sign of bigger number. So see, the middle term is negative. So the middle, because of the middle term, we are going to get the sign of bigger number as negative. Okay. So numbers already we know 3 and 2. But to be more precise, the numbers are minus 3 and plus 2. So this middle term we can split as minus 3x plus 2x. Okay. So see, the first term x square as it is, then minus x is written as minus 3x plus 2x because 3 2s are 6 and 3 minus 2 is 1. And the last term minus 6 as it is. Okay. And then don't forget to write down equal to 0. So we have split the middle term. Now group it and take out common. So here we can see x is common and here we can see plus 2 is common. So when we take out the common here, in from these two terms, we will get the equation like this, x inside the bracket x minus 3 plus from this 2 is taken out common. So again here we have x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now see here what we can see say is x minus 3 is common again in these two terms. So now we are going to write the factors for these two polynomials in two separate brackets as x minus 3 and x plus 2. Don't forget to write down equal to 0. It's an equation. Okay. So the factors for polynomial x square minus x plus minus 6 is x plus 3 and x plus 2. After getting this, you know the next step we are going for either or. That either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. So what we can write here is x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So from this we will get x is equal to plus 3. This minus we will shift on right hand side. So we will get plus 3. And from here we will get x is equal to minus 2. Okay, so x is equal to plus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. Now we got two answers, out of which one answer is we are going to discard it. Okay, it is not acceptable. So just think what x denotes. X denotes the time, and time can never be negative. So what you will say that x cannot be equal to minus 2 as time cannot be negative. And therefore the acceptable value of x is what? 3. So value of x is 3 and from that we can write down the value of x plus 3 as 3 plus 3, 6. So we got the time taken by both the taps. The time taken by larger tap is 3 hours and time taken by smaller tap is 6 hours. When the taps are open alone, that time, okay, means separately they are going to take 3 hours and 6 hours respectively. Okay. Finally, you need to write down the answer in the form of statement that therefore the bigger tap requires 3 hours to fill the tank and the smaller tap requires 6 hours to fill the tank. The textual exercises, all the practice sets are completed, all the questions from problem set are completed. Now, I am discussing some additional MCQs. You know that question number 1A is based on MCQs and there uh, you cannot afford to lose the marks. Okay, so those marks you can score easily if you know the things correctly. So here I am going to discuss some additional MCQs. You can write them down in the notebook because they are not from textbook. Okay, I have taken from other sources. So let's discuss them. Okay, first one here. The roots of a quadratic equation y square minus 16y plus 63 is equal to 0 are, and the options are provided: minus 9 and minus 7, minus 9 and plus 7, 9 and minus 7, and 9 and 7. Okay. So here, since we are going to follow the factorization method, you have to observe the last term. The last term is positive. That means here the middle term can be split in such a way that both the numbers should have same sign, either positive or either negative. That means either the roots can be positive, means both are positive, or both are negative. Okay. So in this way we can discard option number B and C, because here one is positive, one is negative, which is not possible in this case. If the last term is negative, then you are getting opposite signs. But since the last term is positive here, then we are not going to get the opposite signs. The signs are going to be same. That means either plus or minus. Now how to decide whether plus or minus? You have to observe the middle term. Okay. If the middle term is negative, then your roots are positive. And if the middle term is positive, then your roots are negative. Exactly opposite sign we are getting, because we are going for either or, and then we are getting opposite sign. So here, since the middle term is negative, our answers are going to be positive, and therefore the correct option is option D. Okay, so mark it. I hope you must have written the question. This is additional MCQ. Now here, see, the MCQs can be formed of this type by simply changing the equation. These numbers, they will change. And see, since you have coefficient 1 here, it is very easy to solve just by doing observation. If here coefficient is different, then you need to solve it. Okay. And when the coefficient here is different, that time means other than 1, that time you are getting one root as a fraction, or sometimes both the roots you are getting as a fraction. Okay. But here the coefficient is 1, so easily by observing like this you can get the answer. Now let's go towards the next one. If the roots of a quadratic equation are real and equal, then delta must be, okay, so it's very easy for you to judge because we have discussed it so many times. Delta means discriminant and three possible values: positive, negative and 0. So if positive, then the roots are real and unequal. If 0, then the roots are real and equal. So here the answer is what? Delta must be 0. You know that if delta is 0, then only the roots are real and equal. If positive, then real and unequal. If negative, then no real roots. So that particular topic you need to recall. Now let's go further. If you are taking time to write, then you can simply pause the video and you can write. Okay. Next, if one root of quadratic equation kx square minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0 is 3, then the value of k is. Okay, so this is an important question. You know that such question can come for 2 marks also. It can come as an activity also, and it can come as MCQ also. Okay, that means whenever this such question comes and one root is provided, it means that whatever value is given, that value you have to substitute in place of x and you have to solve. This value satisfies this equation. So you are going to put here x is equal to 3. So 3 square is 9. So here you will get 9k. You solve it along with me as I am saying. Here you will get 9k. Here you will get minus 7 into 3, that is minus 21, plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, now 21 and 12 you can subtract. So you will get 9k minus 9 is equal to 0. That means 9k is equal to 9, and from that value of k you will get as 1. So option B is the correct option, that is 1. Okay, let's go ahead. If one root of a quadratic equation is 1 minus root 3, then the other root is. Now see, when we have seen the formula method, that time we have seen that for every quadratic equation, we are getting two roots. One is alpha and other is beta. And they are conjugate pair of each other. Conjugate pair you have learned in 9th standard. Okay, so that means the root, their terms are exactly same, but they only differ by this middle sign. Okay, so if here middle sign is negative, then the other in other root you are going to get the other sign as positive. Okay, so that means here the other root is 1 plus root 3. Simply change the middle sign. See, 1 minus root 3 not possible. 2 root 3 is not possible because the term is only changing. So either this or this. But here, see here, minus 3 minus 1 is given. As I have said, only the middle sign changes. So the correct option is what? 1 plus root 3. Okay. Let's go ahead. The next one here. If the roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, that is the standard form of quadratic equation, and they have told that the roots are real and equal, then, so if the roots are real and equal, then delta is 0. And delta means what? B square minus 4ac. Delta is 0 means B square minus 4ac is 0, and therefore option number B is correct. Okay. So sometimes you get such easy questions here. All of you please copy it down. It will help you for the board exams. Now let's go ahead. The value of discriminant of the equation x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0 is dash. Again you have to find out value of discriminant means delta. That is b square minus 4ac. So all of you please find out what is b square minus 4ac. See here, the equation is x square plus x plus 1. So here a is 1, b is 1 and c is also 1. So b square means 1 square. That is 1. And minus 4ac means 4 into 1, that is 4. So 1 minus 4, our answer is going to be minus 3. Correct? So option number B is the correct one. All of you please note it down. So in this way, orally also you can solve how I have solved. If it is not possible for you to solve orally, you can simply solve it within a minute. Let's go ahead. In a quadratic equation, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 4 and alpha beta is equal to minus 1. Then required equation is. Okay, so here you have to just recall the topic to obtain the equation. If we know the roots, that means if we know alpha and if we know beta, then we can write down the equation as x square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay, that means here the coefficient of the middle term will be opposite of this. If alpha plus beta is negative, then your answer should have the positive thing. Okay. So option number A and D you can cancel. These two are not correct because minus sign is given. Because we have the equation x square minus alpha plus beta. So minus of minus is plus. Okay, so B and D, they are not possible. I'm sorry, A and D, they are not possible. Now think of B and C. Now see, finally we have plus alpha beta. That means here the sign is not going to change. See, here you have plus 1, which is not possible. Here we have minus 1. And so the correct option is option B, because our equation is what? X square minus alpha plus beta outside the bracket. X means minus of minus 4 is plus 4 and plus alpha beta. So plus into minus 1 is minus 1 itself. Okay. So option number B is the correct option. Okay. Let's go ahead. The standard form of quadratic equation x minus 5 upon x is equal to 3x minus 7 is. Okay, now here also you have to observe simply. See, when you are going to multiply here by x, then here you are going to get minus 7x. That means the equation must contain minus 7x. No other possibility is there. Because see, when you are multiplying here you are going to get 3x square. That means this side is bigger. And here x into minus 7 is minus 7x. So the equation must contain minus 7x, which is possible only in one case, that is option C. So in this way simply you can find out the answer. Check it now whether they are correct or what. When you are multiplying here by x, here you will get x square, here you will get minus 5. So on left hand side you have x square minus 5 and here you have 3x square minus 7x, correct? Here you have 3x square minus 7x. So when you will shift this x square this side, here you will get 3x square minus x square is 2x square, then minus 7x, and this minus 5 is going to become plus 5. Okay. So simply by observing one term I found out the answer. This way you have to do. Let's go ahead now. What is the nature of roots of quadratic equation 9x square minus 12x plus 4 is equal to 0? Now since you have to find out the nature of the roots, that means you have to find out discriminant delta, that is b square minus 4ac, and from that you are going to decide the nature. Okay, so here a is 9, b is minus 12 and c is 4. So find out b square minus 4ac. B square means 12 square, that is 144, and then 9 into 4 is 36 and 36 into 4 is 144. So 144 minus 144, the answer is going to be 0. Now since delta is 0, the roots of the equation are real and equal. Okay. So see now the options. Real is given, equal is given, unequal is given, which is not possible. So this is not possible. But here we have both a and b. So if delta is 0, then the equation is having real and equal roots. That means both a and b is the correct one. Okay. So in this way you can get the answer. Now let's go ahead towards the next one. 3 times the square of natural number is 363 is written in the mathematical equation form as. So it's very easy. See, 3 times the square of natural numbers. 3 times means 3x square. Our equation must contain 3x square, and which is possible only in option C. See, nowhere else 3x square is present, and therefore the correct option is option C. Okay, this way easily you can get the answers. Next one. Which of the following is not a quadratic equation? Okay, so read it carefully. Which one is not a quadratic? Means out of these 4, 3 are going to be quadratic. Only one is not going to be a quadratic equation. Okay, so you can check. See, here the highest index is 2. So it's quadratic. Here also when you multiply x into x, you are going to get x square. So it's a quadratic. Here when you multiply by x on both the sides, here you will get x cube. That means the highest index is 3 here and not 2, and therefore here option number C is correct. This is not a quadratic equation. Here also you are going to get quadratic because m into 3m you are going to get 3m square. So here option C is correct. Let's go ahead. See, this identity we have used in the word problems. Alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to. And they have asked you the expansion of this. In 9th standard also, in 10th standard also, in the beginning, I gave you these identities. These are very important. Now see, since you have alpha cube plus beta cube, you know that cube of positive number is positive and cube of negative number is negative. That means here, since we have plus sign here, minus will not come. So option number B and D, they are not possible. Because if it is the expansion of alpha minus beta the whole cube, here we are going to get minus sign. So minus is not possible, and therefore here option number B and T are not possible. Now let's think about A and C, that which one is correct. There also, simply by observing you can understand that alpha minus beta is not possible since we have plus sign here. Okay, therefore option number A is only correct. Let's see the explanation for this. See, you know A plus B the whole cube is equal to A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. Now from this you can take out 3AB common. And then inside the bracket you will get A plus B, and that complete term we will shift this side. So we will get A plus B the whole cube minus 3AB inside the bracket A plus B, and here on our right hand side we are going to get A cube plus B cube. Now compare this one here. So in place of A you think of alpha, and in place of B you think of beta. So very easily, see, you have to find this term which is option number A. So very easily you can write it down just by observing this sign. And since we have plus beta cube, minus is not possible. So all these three options easily you can discard by observing this particular bracket. Okay. And the explanation also is given by me. So if you want, you can write down this transformation. Now let's discuss the next one. This is last one, I think this is last one. If one root of quadratic equation is 5 plus root 5, then the product of the roots is. Okay, so such one question we have seen that if one root is given, very easily we can find out the other root simply by changing the middle sign. Okay, so if one root is 5 plus root 5, then the other root has to be 5 minus root 5. And then we can find out the product of that. That 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. So this is of type A plus B and A minus B. So 5 square is 25 and root 5 square is 5. So 25 minus 5, the correct answer is 20. That is option number C. Okay, in this way you can solve the MCQs. These were some extra MCQs taken by me. Now you will find more examples in question paper set. If you have them, you can see them. From last year students, if you have taken the books, then you will find the more questions there. Okay, so try to find them and try to solve them, because when you practice the things, that time you understand it better. Okay, now students, I am stopping here. We will meet in next lecture. Till that, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.